What has maths got to do with creating a delicious burger? After getting hooked on New York burgers while studying in the United States, 27-year-old Cheng Sin Yao decided to create his own, using an Excel spreadsheet. The banker turned restaurateur spent a year and a half experimenting with different beef cuts to come up with the perfect blend of beef. He recorded the results in an Excel file, ranking them on juiciness and taste, and then calculated the best scores to create the perfect burger.
What I did was, old habit from being a banker, is I created an Excel file with rows and columns, and took a very statistical approach to it. So had different testers, had them give all the scores for different blends. You use like normalized medians. Took a really statistical approach to it, and the Excel file grew to the point where towards the end of the project, it was like 500 rows and 20 columns.
Sin Yao's burger was a hit with his family and friends. After getting many compliments on his food, he decided to set up his own restaurant, Omakase Burger, at the newly revamped Turf City, now called the Grandstand. His restaurant is popular with both expats and Singaporeans who willingly queue up on weekends just to get a bite of his burgers.
Very proud to say we use USDA choice grade beef, and it's always chilled, so never frozen. And I think unlike some places where you get burgers where it's made from beef trimmings, what we do is we take whole cuts of premium steak cuts. Then we blend it as well. What we do is we use a beef blend. A blend is a combination of different cuts. Just like when you go to a steakhouse, there are many cuts that you can choose from: tenderloin, strip loin, sirloin, ribeye. They all have a different taste profile. They have a different texture. They have a different aroma, which is why people are quite religious about what cuts they like. So it's the same concept applies to burgers. Different cuts provide different flavor profiles.
Despite having no formal culinary training, Sin Yao believes that hard work and long hours of research has helped him achieve success.
I probably don't cook anything very well other than burgers. What I am is a bit of a nerd, bit of a geek. So what I did to really make a product that was outstanding, to compensate for the lack of culinary training, is I really got into the science of it, the science of cooking, and science of food actually. Like for example, how does meat, how do proteins react to heat? How the proteins react when you cut them up and store them. These are all things that are very pertinent to what I'm doing. Why our burgers taste good is that we use a certain kind of fats, beef fats in it. And the chemical reason is that a lot of flavor molecules are actually what they call hydrophobic, which means that they are repelled by water. And most people know that your muscles are actually mostly water. So these flavor molecules get attached to fat. So if you want something that has a modicum of taste, you need a certain amount of fat. But too much fat, you create a reaction which may be counterproductive. So there's a balance.
Want to have dim sum alongside tapas? Find out where you can get this perfect blend of East and West in our next clip.